what to look for in a mentor. And maybe the first thing I should say is why most men don't end up choosing a mentor. And this is I think is the number one reason, because you've been hurt, you've been let down, you've been disappointed by somebody you probably look up to that's a male role model. So, hey, you fall out of love once doesn't mean you don't love again, okay? So, but in looking for a mentor, this is what's worked for me and many other men. And I believe the first thing when it comes to looking for a mentor, and if you're taking notes, this is something that you should, I would write down. No, first thing is they should challenge your thinking. They should challenge your thinking. For example, and for example, I'm only going to go through briefly through this. We're actually going to, with our 5-day man challenge coming up next week, we're actually going to pull all this stuff apart. So I'm going to be really quick here. But the first thing a great mentor should do is actually challenge your thinking. Okay, as I said. So, for example, a mentor many years ago, wasn't helping me with boxing, wasn't helping me with building wealth, with real estate. He was helping me in other areas, because I looked at this guy and he had something that I wanted and I really couldn't explain it. The way he was, the way he presented himself, man, he was like, he had stuff I couldn't quite put my finger on. And this is what he said to me. He goes, his name was Peter. This is what he said to me. He goes, Gav, because it was a friend of a friend, it was a bit of a challenge when I said to him, hey, listen, can you help me? He goes, well, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? And he said, do you mean like mentor? Do you want me to become your mentor? And I said, yeah, I guess that's what I'm saying, you know. Anyway, so what he said to me was, do you want to do the 1-year plan or the 7-year plan? I said, well, what do you mean? Thought it was actually a silly question, but anyway, he goes, well, the 7-year plan, this is how you look at it. You can do something on your own once a week for the next 7 years and be there. He said, or if I mentor you, you do something every day, okay, for a year, and you'll be at the same place. You'll be at the same level. And he actually said, listen, most men who try and do it on their own don't complete it, the task, the goal anyway. So I said, man, give me the 1 year. I haven't got time to waste. And thank God, because it just launched me into the next season of my life. I wouldn't be here today without that man. So that challenged my thinking, okay? So the second thing a great mentor will do, he'll actually challenge your vision, meaning what you see. Because sometimes things happen in our life, in our world, and what we see, it's a bit like the same thing can happen to two men, and two men see completely different things. Some men will say, this is a disaster. Other men will say the same thing will happen, they go, this is the best opportunity. There's opportunities here. So what I'm getting to, it's a bit like that cornerman can see what I can't. I'm in a fight, a cornerman can see the opportunities that I actually can't see because I'm in the fight. So a great mentor will actually challenge what you see. He will challenge your thinking, your vision. You'll challenge your vision, what you see. I mean, there's quite a few things I'm going to talk about with this 5-day man challenge. But I want to just quickly, one more thing maybe. What a great mentor will do, he will actually, encourage you to actually create. You'll actually become a creator, because it's been like you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always got. So when you're in a position around a great mentor who is thinking different, who sees different things to what you're being seen, it will force you and give you opportunities to create. See, my experience is everything that you need, you've actually already got. But when you start thinking different, you'll start seeing different things, you'll actually start creating something different. So gentlemen, this is the thing. There's more in you. You just got to know where to actually look. You've got to know where to actually look. So when you do that, you will just, it's a bit like even talking to a great guy today, Mike Barrett. I've done a podcast with him, which will be coming shortly. You know, just amazing comeback story, okay? But what happened was he was in a position where he said to me, and he said it in the podcast, what's in your hand? Use what is in your hand to create the next thing, the next season. So gentlemen, there's more in you. There's more in you. Thank you for listening. I've got my glasses. I can see somebody's comment. Hey, thank you. Hey, listen, be involved. I'll put a link in. There's something that we're going to do with this 5-day man challenge. This sort of thing is literally an opportunity that I guarantee you haven't done before, you haven't seen before. So, hey, click the link, check it out. If it's for you, great. If it's not, still great. But you may know somebody who would benefit from something like this. So, hey, thanks so much for listening. Share this with somebody if you think they'll benefit.